Soaring tuition costs for college. Teens are now pursuing a degree. They're looking for scholarship money wherever they can find it to help ease that financial burden. But what if a scholarship could put your teen's health at risk? A growing number of e-cigarette and vaporizer companies have started offering college scholarships. Critics are accusing them of using this to ultimately market to teens, and these scholarships can range from $250 to $5,000.
That is a lot of money.
And there's essays involved, etc. And they have students write about the dangers of tobacco and maybe whether vaping could be safer.
But this is so dangerous. This is marketing nicotine to teenagers and to students. And there is no way to sugarcoat it. Oh, it's scholarship money. And when you look at the questions on these, I looked at the websites of 5 of these companies that offer these scholarships. And some of them are pretty reasonable, generic questions like, what fuels you? How do you hope to make the world a better place? Kind of standard college scholarship fare. But 3 out of 5 of them were all very biased, and they were all about what are the dangers of tobacco? How can e-cigarettes possibly help people quit smoking? Because they're trying to transfer all the burden onto the health risks of tobacco and the smoke, but trying to make it sound like these are completely without risk when they do have nicotine.
There ought to be a law.
Well, in fact, there is a law. There is a federal law that basically prohibits people from marketing these types of substances directly to teens.
But yet
they're circumventing
still trying to do it.
Because they're trying to market it as a scholarship. And there's an old technique where search engines can basically find your website higher if you're associated on a school or a university website. So it's kind of shocking. Actually, top-notch universities have these listed on their website.
I mean, the key is that e-cigarettes with nicotine are just as addicting as regular cigarettes.
100%.
I'm a high school senior.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here it goes.
I need money for college. Show me the money. If I'm a senior and I need money, and if I can write an essay and get $5,000, I would do it. But I'm not saying it's right. I told you I'd be argumentative. I'm not saying I agree with these companies, but if I'm a senior in high school and I need the money, I'm getting it however I need to that's not illegal. And if I write a good essay, and maybe as a high school senior, maybe you've had a few friends who've been addicted to cigarettes and you've seen them, because it may not be popular to say this, but I would rather see a kid use an e-cigarette than a real cigarette. That's the truth. I'm not saying e-cigarettes are good, I'm not. But if you're a high school senior and you believe some of this, write the essay, get your $5,000. I don't agree with the companies, but I agree with the senior's choice to get this money.
Fair enough.
Well,
I think that's a reasonable point, that it is incredibly expensive and difficult to pay for college and university. I will say a cautionary statistic, though, from 2011 to 2015, e-cigarette use among teenagers increased by 900%. And this is not a totally benign thing. We know that nicotine does affect brain development. People who are adolescents, it is still going to affect their neurologic function. So it's not without health risks. We know the chemicals in these, whether they're tobacco-free or not, can certainly cause lung hypersensitivity, other diseases. These are not completely benign things. So it's so hard because you're putting that teenager in a very tough position.
And one of the biggest addictions you can develop. We know how tough it is to get off nicotine.
Absolutely.
I mean, some people never do it. No matter what they try all sorts of things.